Come here, there's an update on the J-Lo thingamajigger.
Mockumentary?
Yeah, probably the quickest way to describe it. Do you remember she wanted Derek Hoff? And like for the wedding.
Yeah, but he came in the end.
He came in the end.
Yeah.
But there was a big thing. She was like, the scene was her talking on speakerphone to our manager. And our manager was like, no, he's a wedding. And she's like, oh, whose? And she goes, I don't know. He's like, it's a wedding. He's part of a wedding. She was like, oh, call him. Do you know whose wedding it was?
Who?
His. It was his fucking wedding. And the fucking Egypt moved it to do this J-Lo thing.
What?
And this is confirmed. He's done interviews about this. It was his fucking wedding.
Okay, he's a bigger loser than her for that. He is a bigger loser than her.
What a fucking roller coaster. Again, music very loud. I'm so sorry about that.
You're not quite getting it.
Jesus. Well, you're awake now, I tell you.
Oh, how are you?
Grand. So welcome to the Unpopular Opinion Podcast. My name is Jen.
I'm Carla.
There's a bit more about that J-Lo thing. Did you see one of the blind items girls on TikTok passed away?
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah.
Marissa,
she has like...
Kyle.
Yeah, and she has like, well, let's say like a double barrel surname.
Yeah.
But they're all going ham at J-Lo.
Why?
Because she had her original account blocked. She had it banned.
Okay, that's allowed now.
So they're going ham at J-Lo for that. And like she was going through some sort of, I don't know, there was a week between something and her passing away. So they're all just on top of her now.
Yeah, Kyle, Marissa, Roth.
Yeah. So there you go.
I think celebrities are allowed. I saw Zavaya. Do you know her? Javaya,
yeah.
Javaya. Is that it? Zavaya or Javaya? Javaya. So I saw Javaya put up something because she had like a viral moment and loads of people are obviously body shaming her because like why wouldn't they? You know,
the fat phobia,
because they love that. So she kind of put up a thing being like, I know people make these videos and think that I won't see them, but just to let you know I have.
Right.
And so that happened, and she was like, she was like, a couple of things. I was 16 there, and I wasn't healthy, and then she kind of goes through. Anyway, that's not the point, kind of thing. And then I also saw there's another girl that went viral. There's a video. I don't know, and I don't care about it because I don't want to perpetuate it anyway. Some fucking Egypt bloke from America who floats around and does these kind of like hot mic situations had done this video, and there's a girl in the background who's like trying to help her friend.
Oh, I saw something about. I couldn't see the original one.
Yeah, because Drew. Yeah, because that was taken
I
down.
saw
He
Drew's
took it
video.
down.
Yeah.
And she put up a video about it, like bawling her eyes out. She's from the UK. I'm not sure. I think she might be Scottish anyway.
Right.
The girl is like bawling her eyes out, and she's just like, look, I am so used to fatphobic comments. I'm so used to comments on my appearance. I'm used to it. But like when you have something that goes that viral, it just gets a bit intense. Like every second comment is literally calling me like the most horrible things under the world. And then that video in turn went viral. Yeah. Because she was like, hi, I'm that girl from the video. I'm just like, can you just fuck off? Like, can you just let up for a minute? And why are we allowing this to happen? And then Drew Afualo? Everybody was tagging her because she's like the one.
She's the spokesperson for all women.
She's the spokesperson for all women. And it got to her then. She was like, I saw the original video by that fuck ass guy, and I saw the video from the creator. And just kind of goes into a litany of like, she was like, here's the easiest clapbacks when men who are just so foul looking seem to think it's okay to comment on your appearance. And she just kind of runs through them. And she's like, but also we are just at this peak point where like, do people think that you're invisible on the fucking internet? Like, I can see you, and I can click into your profile and see you, and see your fucking hairline, and see like all of these. Like, it's like, how does that not go into your brain? But going back to the original point, I don't think there's an issue as a celebrity. You can kind of like, it's like when Khloe Kardashian said she just had to stop, like she turned off all Google alerts of her name and stuff like that. And I'm like, you kind of just, you're allowed. Like, JLo's allowed, block your one.
No. She got her banned. She had like
banned.
Yeah, she got
her blocked.
Her whole, sorry, I did say blocked.
Yeah,
but I said banned after it. No, she got her whole page banned rather than the few videos that. And obviously this, like,
how did JLo do that?
I don't know. Well, this
is everyone sure that it was JLo?
See, this is it's the kind of thing, but like, it's apparently she did.
Yeah.
Now your one came back because she had a backup account, and she had said that it was her.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't
know. It's a strange one. Sorry, that's different. But what I am saying is, I believe you're allowed to block anyone you want to.
Absolutely.
In the world.
You can block,
at any point in time. Like, this digital age where we're so accessible to people is not normal. So I don't feel like there's an issue whether you're Beyonce or me and you. I feel like you can just go right ahead. You don't need an excuse. And if there's any kind of weird behavior, because there's like, in one of the group chats at the moment, there's been like an outing of a troll, and I'm leaving her because she's been a patron before. And if you're a hater who pays me, that's perfect, actually.
Yeah.
That's actually perfect. But some of the other girls are not. And I'm just like, you cut off the fucking head of one snake, 3 more grows. But, you know, it's just kind of like, even talking about it now is galvanizing a group of fucking weirdos, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, I've just calmed down a little bit about it, because I'm like, okay, fine, I don't actually give that much of a fuck.
Like, you could, in simple terms, you'd turn around and say, oh, well, I'll block them. They're not going to miss me anyway, given their comments about me. But that's not the case, though. They are.
But there's loads of things. This is something else. There's loads of things that you can do to people. Like, you can block them from your stories and leave them on your profile, which I think is one of the fucking funniest things in the entire world, and it's something that I've been trying to practice a lot lately. So you can see and you can interact with my grid, which you're not doing anyway. Sitting there dormant, because you don't get to see my day to day. You don't get to see any of the fun shit. You just get like the posts that you get branded content. Thank you for the fucking spin. Thank you for the watch, girl. Thank you. So it's kind of, there's plenty of things that you can do nowadays. And we were kind of having that debate. But I did, one of the girls kind of brought up that she was like, I don't like a dormant. Like, if somebody, because we were like going through, we were like comparing like patron receipts and all that other kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, they haven't been on Patreon since like 2023. And you know, that kind of way. I was like, it's been a while, and don't particularly care, and all that. As I said, you cut off the head of one snake and 3 more pops up. I don't particularly give a fuck. And this individual in particular is very unwell.
Right.
Very unwell.
Okay.
Like, very, very, very unwell. So I can't, like, there's nothing I do that's going to stop that.
Yeah.
Do you see my logic?
Yeah.
Like, I can't. This is like a 9-to-5 job for this person.
Yeah.
This is something that they do. They troll all day, every day. And it's pathetic, but it's also not, you're not well.
Yeah.
So kind of, it's a little bit.
There is a point where you're just like, oh, look, I'm never going to get through to this person.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to be the thing that helps, and me blocking them isn't going to be the thing that makes them fucking wake up.
Yeah.
It's not just me. There's like, this is literally their full time, their obsession, their favorite thing to do. I can't stop that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
very true.
I can't do much about that. But anyway, so kind of got it. So like, one of the girls was basically saying, she was like, if you're just gonna be sitting there, if you've been like on Patreon, if you've been on Patreon, if you've been here, if you've been there, if you've been following for this amount of time, if you've been whatever, and you've never interacted with me, I don't want you here anyway. Which I do understand. I do think that's fair too. Because I'm like, what are you doing just sitting? Do you know what I mean? Like, not a comment, not a message, not a... But then at the same time, I don't... Plenty of people that I followed probably for years But I do think that like paying for content is a different, that's the different,
that's a different thing, yeah. Because I do love,
and that was
not that
the
I
debate
look,
that
but
my friend was saying. She was like, okay, but she's paid you for content, and I'm like, yeah, but there's plenty of losers out there who hate me, who have paid for my content before, who have interacted again, who sit on my profile and continue like to watch my content.
It's mad.
Thank you for the interaction.
Yeah, I know. Did you see on our podcast TikTok?
Yeah.
We can see the profile views.
Yeah.
On our personal ones we can't.
Yeah.
Why?
Don't know.
Is it because of the amount of
I think
followers
it's
on it?
we've under a certain amount of followers. Yeah. I think when you've under a certain amount of followers, you can see who's looking.
It's less to keep track of for TikTok, like.
I don't really understand the kind of
the logic.
The logic. Anyone good?
No.
Okay.
It'd be just people that obviously saw it on their For You page and probably went on to see other videos. Do you know what I mean? Like, just nothing sinister.
Yeah.
Like, we had like 45. We never posted on TikTok.
Yeah, no, we had like 3 videos knocking around there for the past 2 years.
So we had like 45 followers before I posted yesterday. Now we've like over 200. You know, like
sorry, we've over 400. How dare you?
Do we? Yeah. Oh, sorry, I haven't checked in.
How dare you?
I'm a busy man too.
Busy man.
Busy man too. That's still real fucking loud, isn't it?
Sorry about
I don't want the mics to be too loud and then the music. Fuck it. And anyway, look, it doesn't matter.
Quick one.
What?
Jojo Siwa.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we were supposed to do Jojo this week. We're not doing Jojo this week because anyway, basically the thing that we're doing has blown up. So therefore we're doing that. Anyway, Jojo was on Call Her Daddy.
Yeah.
Last Wednesday, I got 10 minutes into the interview and holy shit, the stuff that I learned about her and her family is fucking insane.
Oh really?
Yeah. Now again, I can't Alex Cooper as an interviewer, not my fave, not my bag. It's too fucking much like this all of the time, and it's everything, and it's like, Jojo, how the fuck were you having a relationship with somebody else? Like, that's how she talks consistently.
I saw clips. Yeah.
To all of you people who listen to her, how? No,
tips, please.
No, she's like number 2 podcast in the world.
Yeah, I know.
Holy fuck.
I don't know.
Good for her, but
Well done,
I don't. I'm like, whoa. I'm like on a trip.
Yeah.
Every time.
Not your bag, yeah.
Yeah. So Jojo's on it, and within the first 8 minutes, I find out that she's from Oklahoma originally. And this is, again, please, within the first 8 minutes. So she's from Oklahoma originally. I don't know how this conversation came up. She was wearing some fucking bejeweled hat. I know, fringe hat. Yeah. And she talks about it like her and her mom still do costumes and stuff like that together. And she's like, you recently don't live with your parents. She was like, yeah, as of last week. I don't live with my parents anymore. Right. And she was like, oh, how did that happen? She was like, but hold on, how the fuck did you have this relationship? Anyway, so Jojo says that since she was a child, so the way that it was when she was a kid, doing dance moms and all that other stuff. And this is kind of it's the same story you hear in a lot of like child actors and child stars' lives. The mum and her moved to LA and the dad and the brother stayed in Oklahoma, I'm pretty sure. So that was a thing for a while. But you also learned that like she got famous at what, 9? Yeah. She was a child. Like, she's still very young. She's only 20 now. But she was super young when she got famous and obviously made a lot of money from Jojo Bows and all of the merch that came with being this like breakout star of dance moms. She did shows, she did all of this kind of stuff. So obviously she was making a lot of money from a very young age. So then when it came, I think, a bit more legitimate, her dad and her brother moved to LA as well.
Yeah, because there was a constant stream of income and they could probably live off her.
So there was enough kind of money going on there.
Yeah.
So then she goes on to say that there was a lot of worry when it came to her coming of age, when it came to her money from her parents. And her parents were terrified that she was not going to take care of them.
Right.
This is within the first 8 minutes of this podcast.
Okay.
And she was like, and I kept reassuring my parents I would never do that to you. But there was a lot of worry on their side.
For a 9-year-old?
For whatever, since like, I don't know if she was 9 at the time, maybe 14, maybe 14, which is so much better, isn't it, Jen?
Yeah. It's very strange.
Yeah. So she was like, and I I told my parents multiple times, like, you don't need to worry about, I'm not that kind of person. Oh, I'm not I know. I'm not that kind of person, Mom. I'm not going to do that. I can't actually. That's ripping my throat apart.
I'm gonna look after you, Mom. Stop
So,
worrying.
we went and we bought a house, okay? So we bought this house.
Oh, stop it. Right.
So she goes on, she says, we bought a house and the house was, we didn't know who the house was going to be, who was going to own this house. But we knew that it was going to be somebody. She said, somebody's forever home. So she said her brother, I think 2 years ago, fucked off and moved out. That was fine. So it was just her mom and her dad living in the house. And then this year, so earlier this year, she went to somewhere, Atlantic City or some shit like that, to film for 6 weeks. And she was on her own pretty much for the longest amount of time that she has been on her own. Mm-hmm. And again, because her girlfriend, her ex-girlfriend, one of her exes.
One of my exes.
was living in the house with the family.
Okay.
Too. I was like, wow. Anyway, so she was like, when I was there, I just was like, this is it. So I said to my mom and dad, you got to be gone by April 1st.
Oh.
But she was like, of course, I took care of them. So, of course, she went and purchased another property or whatever it was. And so then Alex was like, so you're in. She was like, no, I stayed in the house. My parents left the house. So she was like, so now it's my home. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like one of the most fucked up sad stories I think I've heard.
Yeah.
In a while when it comes to like, so I don't know. That just kind of really, I was like, oh dear, there's a lot to.
There's going to be their side, I think.
There's a like I don't know. They're friends. They're still all besties or whatever else. Like, oh yeah, they're still all like. She's like, my parents are my favorite people in the world. Like, my parents are.
You sound like one of Marge's sister. One of Marge's sisters.
It's right to say. I think. Marge. So haven't got the tone properly yet.
Selma. I swear to God, and I'm so happy to see it. Jasper the dog did the dream guest of my podcast. I don't know. Let's spice things up. One of my exes. Oh, for fuck's sake. So
she's still mates with the parents anyway, and all that other shite. So that's mad. But I was like, wow, what a really fucking, like, the fact that you've had to like worry about that as a young child and tween and teenager, definitely
pressure that,
and also like the fact that you were like, so I kept saying the fact that was a worry of your parents, like that is insane to me. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, they were probably after giving up their jobs, giving up their lives.
But kids shouldn't be famous, Jen. I don't know if we've talked about this before.
We might have mentioned it.
I think I might have mentioned it.
We may have mentioned it.
Maybe did a couple of episodes on it. Kids shouldn't be famous and shouldn't support their family and shouldn't have any kind of fiscal responsibility when it comes to their family.
No, I know.
And that's kind of where I'm at with that one. So I just thought I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like, I need to actually get all up in this. So.
And like it or not, did you see that fucking video? Like it or not, how are you thinking about the last 3 days? And then everybody's just like, so I can't stop thinking about the fact that they're stitching it.
Oh, okay.
But she's talking about her own song, obviously. But Britt Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen this?
The original
the
Karma.
Original Karma singer.
Chameleon.
Yeah. So Britt Smith, she recorded this song in 2012 in the Timbaland era.
By the way, this is not a good song. Can I just preface what you're about to say with the fact that this sounds like a Timbaland cast-off?
Yeah. Not which it is.
But it was a Disney cast-off that became a Timbaland cast-off that became this.
I know. So basically, she recorded the song. There was a video done and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's
Betty White was in the fucking video.
Who?
Betty White.
Oh yeah.
Was in the fucking video. Mm-hmm. So she liked the song at the time, but it was unreleased. The what was it, Rock Mafia or something like that, with the record company made her go in a different direction. It flopped, and she just gave up on the music career. But since this has come out, that JoJo Siwa has been like, first of a generation, the kind of bullshit that she's coming out with, and the discourse that's going on around it, like it or not, she is having that moment. Like, she is having, it's not the same as Miley Cyrus's moment, because Miley Cyrus didn't go on about herself as much. She just lived it, whereas JoJo Siwa is like, I am doing exactly what Miley Cyrus did, and I am amazing at. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Like, you can see it. Yeah. But because people are kind of like laughing at Jojo Siwa for all of this, Brit Smith's version of the song is now at number 3 in the US charts.
Shut up.
No, this. Oh, so you didn't know that? Yeah.
No.
It's back out, and Brit Smith has posted on TikTok, and I was just like, "Thank you very much," and like she seems really happy about it.
I know, because she would be making nice royalties
Yeah.
from
Oh
that.
no, of course she would, but I think it was more so because she did an interview before any of this happened.
Yeah.
And I think that's what sparked everybody off, like downloading her version. She was like, "No, I had it," and I think it's stuff that JoJo's saying about the song, is in. She's basically saying that she's the best and nobody else has done it, or there was no reference to it being done before.
No, I know, and I think this is where it's like, I think what I want to do with the JoJo episode is I actually want to like wait a bit and like,
it's
there's,
still all
there's
happening.
so much comparison that can go on here between like what happened with J-Lo, what's happening with JoJo, those kind of things where it's like the ego of the celebrity is almost greater than the sum of its parts, and that's what's happening here because again, really briefly, JoJo, it has self-funded this. This is not like a label wasn't like, holy fuck, we gotta stop, baby, we gotta do this. No, it was very much, again, a Rock Mafia song. This was when Miley was growing up a little bit, and this is Miley's, again, Can't Be Tamed era, not her bangers era. It's Can't Be Tamed, and as you said, she was just doing it. She wasn't like talking about it. It was just like part of it. But you definitely know Rock Mafia from that, like when we got that real cheesy electro pop era that we all had, that kind of had like random beats, and hip hop producers were working with, more dance beats, and it was all the, like, again, not even Timbaland, Mr. Mosley himself could fucking resurrect that bad boy.
Black Eyed Peas were with David Guetta.
Yeah, that kind of shite that we were all living in, that we were loving.
Yeah.
TUO Cruz was absolutely laughing his way to the bank.
Yeah, he really was. Still getting fucking played like a star.
Heartbreaker himself.
Sorry, Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker, yeah, absolute banger. And he will have his renaissance. But yeah, I think there's more bits that I want to ingest. There's more tidbits. I think there's going to be more to this. I don't think it's going to be like a flash in the pan. I think it's going to like continue to escalate. So
send us little DMs as well. What you want?
What you want? Yeah, because I'm kind of like, there's plenty of fucking podcasts out there. There's plenty of bits and bobs. I'm like, I know that when we do these deep dives, we do them in our very own, very specific way.
Yeah.
But I would like to hear more from the what's the demand? Let us know if there is a demand.
And I want to know your opinions on it. Like when you see her, what comes up in your head? Because I just think the wit of our listeners is unmatched.
Yeah, it is. It's very, you're on a level.
It's absolutely fantastic.
On a level, on a vibe.
On a level, on a vibe. This episode.
Let's dive right in, shall we?
22 minutes in.
We are getting better and better, gang. We are getting better and better.
We're fantastic.
And I wouldn't mind, there's so much, anyway, we'll have to go, there's loads of stuff that we got to do. Because I've played the detective this week.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
I have, we're not going to be able to talk about it on the main. We are going to be able to talk about it on the Patreon. I have figured out a mystery in my friend group as to what happened to a relationship that, of like an acquaintance, but wasn't an acquaintance, of somebody that we all kind of like knew.
Okay.
And a Facebook group.
Oh.
Gave me the answers that I...
No. I went to invite you, so I'm obviously not in the one.
I'm in it, baby.
Because I went to invite you the other day and you were already in it, so it must be the other one that neither of us can get into.
Yeah. Okay. But it doesn't matter because I got everything I needed from that one. OMG, you are going to lose your little brain.
Look at you with the little clickbait.
No, but I'm not even, because I'm like, my phone, if you heard the vibrate, that was my phone going off. Because my sister, I was able to tell my sister was like, holy fuck, what are the chances? And I was like, God knows, it's a 2-year-old question that I have resolution for.
Oh my God, fantastic.
Sorry, a 2-year-old drama / mystery / question that I have had an answer from the Facebook groups. Bit of vigilance, midnight scrolling.
They're also
cheeky fucker I am.
Cheeky fucker.
So what happened yesterday was, we had a discussion. Was it last week or the week before?
It was. I don't know. It was like
the dating
in the middle. No, I listened to it last week because I was looking for the clip for the video. So it was last week, and we were saying we must do an episode on what magic powers we'd like, and one of our listeners DM'd us with a fucking cracker of an idea.
Okay, so our listener said, and it was the magic power thing that we asked, but we had also just done the unhinged Tinder messages
Yes.
and internet messages from boys. So this is what our lovely listener said. Whew. Hey gals, listening to your discussion on magic powers on this week's episode and what you do with them. I used to have a prompt on my Hinge saying, if you could cast a petty spell on one of your enemies, what would it be? Naturally, because I'm a straight woman, all of the responses were absolutely terrible. Cue 50 men replying something along the lines of, they shit themselves every time they leave the house, ha! One of my exes. Anyway, would love to hear what you and the listeners would do for your petty spells and get some more highbrow responses. For example, my initial spell was that no matter what form of transport they take, they will always be late. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 2 hours, they'll never know. Or that every time that they drink a hot drink, it's only a lukewarm drink. Or one of my friends had also suggested that their socks constantly fall down inside of their shoes. Petty queens.
Yeah.
So the question is, for your enemies, if you could put a spell on one of your enemies,
Hex them with a petty spell.
if you could hex them, what would it be? And that's what we're going to fucking run through right now.
What would yours be?
Oh, I've had a long time to think about this, and yet I haven't come up with one.
Have you not?
No.
My immediately came to mind, you know, when you're walking into a room and some item of clothing gets caught on the handle.
Oh yeah, that's
The
when you get
most
yanked back.
infuriating.
It is. It's
You could have just went into the lotto. You could be like you could be going through a fucking phase of euphoria and that'll still piss it off.
Yeah.
It fucking wrecks
Yeah,
my
you
head.
could be hammered, and that would still annoy you. Yeah.
It's one of those things, just like the fucking door getting you in a headlock.
Yeah.
And then in the car, sometimes it happens with me when I have a handbag, you know, with the long strap.
Yeah.
Now, more so when I had a car with a gear stick, I always caught when I was trying to get out of the car. But now it's like the lever, you know, on the passenger seat,
Yeah.
where you pull your chair back.
Yeah.
It gets caught on that. It's the same vibe. I fucking hate it. So that would be the petty hex that I would put on my enemies. Every time they walk into a room, they get caught by the door.
That is good.
And they know, because they're used to it now. I set the hex on them 2 years ago, and they're just standing at the threshold of every door, being as careful as they can. They're creeping in, that's leading in.
You're like, ooh.
And the door.
And the door's like,
yeah, cheeky.
imagine you'd be so terrified of doorways, wouldn't you?
Oh my, that's what I mean. It's perfect.
Yeah. I actually just thought of one, crumbs in the bed. Oh. Or every time they have a meal, they spill a bit on themselves.
Oh God.
And that bit that they spill gives them that real oily, greasy feeling. You know, when you spill like pizza grease on yourself and you're like, I'll never be clean again.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that I want them to have. Yeah.
Or, you know, because most people have like the heebie-jeebies about mice and spiders and stuff.
Yeah.
Every time you go to get into bed, there's a spider on your pillow.
Yeah, that would be violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what their enemy is. I hope that shows up.
really work.
Yeah. Or they feel like they can hear them. It's like it's not there, but they feel like it's there.
Like it's crawling on them or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Absolutely. Either that or like the Hat Man is always watching them.
The Hat Man?
Yeah, you know the Hat Man?
No.
Okay. If you don't know the Hat Man,
We're not going there?
we're not going there.
Actually, they're not really petty, are they? Like that spider one is
'cause of
kind of
evil.
evil. Yeah, no, right, okay, sorry.
Evil, yeah.
I digress.
Yeah. Wet sleeve every time they wash their hands. Ugh,
Yeah. Violent.
that is gross.
And but harmless at the same time, so petty.
Yeah.
Perfect.
True.
Petty perfect. Every time my enemy washes their hair, they cannot fully rinse the shampoo out. You just go through life fuming. Wouldn't it?
It would be such a texture issue.
You wouldn't be able to get a brush through it.
Imagine a sooty scalp
The
every
itch.
day. The itch, your wet, soggy pillow.
I don't think she means that. I think, do you ever, it happens with me with conditioner sometimes, and there's like one blob of hair.
And you're like matted.
No, literally, it's still
Yeah.
damp. Doesn't matter how much you dry, it's there.
No, matted
until-
a product.
Yeah, it's still there until the next wash. Imagine putting that on your enemy
That would be violent.
every single time.
Every
You'd
time.
never get rid of it.
Every time they do anything.
Yeah,
Vile.
I would simply shave my head. I'd be rocking it. I'd be rocking it.
That would be the best.
when they go to open a can, the tab always breaks off, so they have to use a tin opener. Imagine us with our cans of Diet Coke.
That's vicious. Imagine shoving. And you know, when you get the little cut that you get.
No.
That would be, imagine that. 1 million paper cuts.
No. It's
Dirty.
just for a simple, like quenchy bev when you're having a, you know what I mean?
A quenchy bev.
A quenchy bev.
Quenchy bev. What are you, you're Australian nowadays?
Fuck off, cunt. No, like just you just want a quick sup. Something you have to use a fucking a tin opener. You'd want to be some bastard in the first place for somebody to put that hex on you.
Yeah, that would be. They definitely did the dirt on you.
That was evil.
They did
That's
the dirt on
not petty. That's evil.
Sure.
They will forever have glitter in their pockets.
Yeah. That's a real man one.
Yeah.
That's a real one that I would put on a man that in any way slightly annoyed me. To be honest, that's probably perfect.
Yeah, it is.
That's actually, I'm trying to now engineer ways that I could do that. That's actually probably more perfect than anything that I've ever thought of. Because there's nothing that drives men more insane
than glitter.
Yeah. For some reason. It's like their vice, their kryptonite. I'm like, there's plenty of things to be worrying about.
Men and parents, I would say. Do you know? So if he lives with his ma, extra fucked. But it's a possible one. You wouldn't even have to set a hex on him. You could literally have just a little, but then it'd probably be on you. The glitter.
True.
Do you know?
Mm-hmm. That their hair never styles the way that they want to have it. Or that their brows are always pushed back like Wolverine.
Yeah. And they can't do anything about it.
Every time you look in the mirror,
it's on it again. Why did this just start happening one day?
Freaked.
You won't be freaked.
You'll be freaked.
To be fair,
yeah.
Oh, this is my worst nightmare. This is version on evil instead of petty. Urgently needs a wee every time they're stuck in traffic. I've been in that situation too many times for me to agree with that, to condone that. Do you know?
Or wheeze themselves just a little bit right before they hit the bathroom.
Oh, there's no one.
Imagine. Nearly there. The trickle.
I'd be screaming. I'd be like, you know when you're on 2 feet and you're like that, I'm touching clots, and that kind of like, you'd be free.
But you're a little wet undies on a hot day.
Oh no.
Violent.
Violent stuff.
Absolutely gross.
At some point in each day, their pants become inside out on them. How do you explain that?
Well, I don't think I care that much.
Their pants?
Trousers or pants, like knickers?
Open to
either.
Yeah. Interpretation. It would be more effective if it was trousers.
If it was trousers, that would be like, how would you explain that?
The Office.
How would you explain that?
Your
friends would think that you're doing it on purpose, which is the biggest problem. They'd be like, you have a real weird kink, my guy.
You're like, why does he keep doing it? You know, you'd be down the canteen.
Yeah.
Did you see fucking Darren again?
Stay with that.
With the fucking tag out. Bad enough we can see his arse crack.
Yeah.
Why does he keep doing this?
Violent.
Do you know? Like, it would be.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be.
You'd be very secluded, do you know? If that
you'd be feeling very weird about it.
Yeah, you really would. And as well, all of these, you have to keep in mind. You'd be going, how did this start happening?
Yeah.
You'd
be like, how did I put a fucking hex on?
All of a sudden, why are my pants inside out? Like, I just looked out. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And you'd be
but imagine defending that people. They'd be like, well, who did it then?
Yeah, it wasn't me.
My ex actually put a spell on me?
No,
yeah,
but they don't know you put the spell on them. That's what I mean. They're like going to therapy. They're just like, I don't know, one day. Just every day. Eyebrows back like Wolverine.
Yeah. Pants inside out.
Like glitter in my pockets. And my pants are inside out. So the glitter are now inside.
On my hairy legs.
Stop.
Violent. That would be foul.
Oh, God.
No, I couldn't cope with that. Every time they leave the house, their clothing or bag gets caught on the door handle. Walking by.
Brilliant. Now you see, great minds. I hadn't even looked at that. For them to have constant chub rub on their bum. That's what the boyfriend said.
That would be so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, no thanks. That their jeans would get caught on door handles twice a day.
Oh,
the loops of the jean.
That's That's close
Oh,
quarters.
that's so close.
That's like a sleeve is bad enough, especially if you're wearing a swingy top, which is generally when it happens because it's swinging too much.
It's like
Or the handle, or you know what I mean, like the
Gravity
big
got
handle.
that. Yeah, Gravity got that
The
one.
big handle off the bag.
Yeah.
Jeans, that's very specific.
Yeah, that is intense.
Like you'd need to have the trajectory of you walking into a room would want to be on point.
Absolutely.
That's why that pisses you off even more. And actually, for touche, that's even better. Anytime they touched their hair, it got caught under their nail, no matter how fresh the set was. Oh God.
Or every time they got a set done, their nail chipped. Then they probably just stop getting their nails done.
They probably would, yeah. You need to do these things that make it unavoidable.
Yeah, true. My enemies would always have flashing petrol lights on in a constant state of panic.
Yeah.
Take that.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice. That's a good one. When they troll someone, the same message would be sent to their employer and family. Like that.
I like that. That's just like...
It is harmful, but it's your own fault.
It is your own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Yeah. I love that one.
Yeah, that would be gas.
Yeah. Forever patchy makeup, no product makeup, tool or skincare product will fix it.
Oh, that would be so irritating.
Yeah.
But then would they just stop wearing makeup? Probably.
Yeah.
But again, it's still a shit one because now they've had to stop
wearing makeup,
you know?
Yeah.
So that's fair. A constant twitch in their eye.
Oh. I do feel like boxing myself in the eye if I have one.
I feel like actually putting myself down.
Actually, now that I think of it, I'd give somebody restless leg syndrome.
I have restless legs.
And no amount of Minpara is sorting you out. No medication sorting you out. No amount of magnesium. Nope. You constantly feel like you need to kick the shit out of a wall.
Yeah, that would be.
I hate it. I get it in my thighs.
Or what about like a burst of energy right before they fall asleep?
Oh. Yeah.
That would be shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this every time. Doesn't matter if you're like, I'm so tired, my comfy bed. You just get this burst of energy.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Love that.
Right before
See, they
bed.
probably wouldn't feel bad because they have energy then.
Imagine 3 a.m. Can't
You
wait to
wouldn't
get
be
into my
tired.
cot.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, actually, I'm fine now. I could go all night. I don't think they'd be that affected by. Just not being able to sleep in general, I think, is a better one. No?
No, but that's
harmful.
really harmful, Jen. That's like, I wouldn't wish that on, I would wish it on certain people, but that's really harsh. That's way harsh.
Yeah.
For like a guy who ghosted you, that's really harsh. Like that's a bit too
very
much.
True. Yeah, very true.
You know, you kind of have to. You can't be sinister. Then we're as good as them. We're as bad as them. Whatever you want to say.
Very true. That's very true.
Never have a charger on hand, and if they do, it's a dodgy one that just keeps disconnecting.
Oh,
Bling.
There's nothing worse than technical.
Bling.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't you be fucking raging?
Yeah.
The bra pops open immediately. There's a lot of women against women here.
That's very well. Look,
near enemies, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that there's always someone in their way, no matter where they go.
That's so frustrating. That's outrageously annoying.
I would box. Seriously, you're in your own gaff. Explain that.
Explain what? Yeah, excuse me.
Who are you?
Like,
what are you doing here?
Should I just dropped in?
Cup of sugar.
Dropped in, say hello. This one would drive me up the wall.
Mm-hmm.
They forever have one nostril blocked.
Oh no. Yeah, that's fair.
That would kill me.
Yeah.
And imagine it changed.
Yeah.
Every time, like you didn't know what one was going to be the one that.
You get relief for like 5 seconds. You're like, finally, this has been going on for 5 years.
Yeah. And then the next one happens. You're like, I've spent no less than €50 this week on nasal sprays.
I am now addicted to Sudafed spray. Thanks very much.
Little ourselves.
Yeah. Every pair of jocks they wear violates them and not in a good way.
Oh, up their arse. No thanks. There's nothing worse than very tight underwear, actually. You're like, get off me.
Did I ask you this before? Who does be going... No, I did ask you because then I found out you sleep commando. Who does be going to bed in a G-string?
Yeah, that's so wild to me.
It's mad, isn't it?
That is so wild to me.
Like, I'm proper... I still wear my maternity knickers.
That's intense.
They're so comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Who's going to bed in a G-string?
A lot of women.
I don't like. I get it saves on washing, like instead of having to change. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
it's
be
a lot.
me now. Couldn't.
Wouldn't be you. Any pen that they have that they attempt to write with won't work.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
That would be imagine picking up another pen, you'd be like, there, and somebody give it to me. It works fine.
Oh yes, that's the
Handing it back and you going again. And
you'd be out with so many jobs. Is that not harmful?
see, those things would be so interesting because people would think that you were a psychopath.
Yeah.
Because imagine that's writing fine, Carla, and then handing it back and me going, and being like, okay, I'm gonna
do this.
okay, okay, and then being like, there's something actually wrong with you, like not in a good way.
Sorry, your fella just walked past there looking like an Ireland flag.
I know he won't get in them fucking joggers, lads. I don't know what to do.
Bless him.
I know. He got these orange joggers. I don't know where he got them from. I think like ASOS or something, an unsupervised order, the odd one. And they're orange.
Yeah. And his top is green.
He loves them.
And his t-shirt hanging out.
Yeah.
In between the two is white.
White. He's not getting it, you know? He keeps getting pieces.
Yeah.
So like, again, last year I overhauled his whole wardrobe. Got him actually
He looked great.
Yeah, it looked fucking great.
The blonde hair and everything.
Had to do it again.
Okay.
And then this year, for some reason, he decided he brought... We're in Rome. And he brought all of his lovely bottoms. Nothing on top that matched. I was like, you can tell you packed on your own. Because this is insane. And the no, it was mad. When I mean mad, I mean I was like, what? You brought these gorgeous linen, navy linen trousers and a deep emerald baggy t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on up there?
Yeah.
How have you gotten it so wrong? And then and then I was like, why did you pack? And I kept saying, I was like, why did you pack without me? It's like, I just needed to get it done. I was like, but now we're here and nothing matches. And you're freaking out because nothing matches. But sure, I could have told you that none of that was going to match. You mad joke.
Yeah.
So then we had to go and get all new clothes. Yeah, he spent 250 quid on new clothes while we were over there. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Now, in all fairness, he was like, that's my lesson learned. I was like, good.
Now, there you go.
Yeah, but that's my lesson learned as he fucking cruises in like the Ireland flag. Mad. See, I was like, those
in the wrong order.
So this is my
Such
issue.
A
you let them away with little things, right? So I was like, you can wear them around the house, but then he goes and wears them to Tesco. And Tesco's not the house.
Yeah.
You know?
You give him an inch, you know?
Yeah, they take a mile, guys.
Right, back to the petty hexes. Every time they go to the bathroom, there's no toilet paper.
Oh.
That would be annoying.
That would be so frustrating.
You haven't, and like, where do you store your toilet paper if it's not in the bathroom?
You'd be like, I just put a roll down and it's
gone,
gone, and you live alone.
In
like,
the
what?
utility, I know, yeah. Having to walk down the hall with swamp ass.
Oh, Jen. No.
Look, I'm saying how it will be.
I don't want to.
You have to face the reality here, Carla. Anytime their online orders get lost in transit.
You'd see it just stop ordering things, but then that would be so frustrating. Imagine I really want to order that, and then imagine that like transferred, so you'd be like, you order that for me there, and it happened again.
Oh
you'd be
yeah,
like, for
then
fuck's
the universe knows. The hex knows.
And again, everyone would be like, you're a freak.
Yeah. Every time they step out of the bed, they stand on a plug.
Yeah, that would. Oh.
Perfect. It's absolutely perfect. An itch on their back, and it cannot be reached.
Yeah, that's tough. Every time they wear nice clothes, they spill something down the front, like coffee or red wine.
Very stainable stuff, yeah.
So stainable.
Make them smell like whatever each person around them hates. No matter how much they shower.
Yeah, you'd be like...
So like if you hate flower bomb, you're smelling like flower bomb. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, imagine dupe.
Oh.
I'd be like, I can't go near you. I cannot go near you.
Especially if the people are verbal about it.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, you were in Kilwaters? Oh.
Yeah. I'd be like, is that dupe?
Yeah. Oh, stop. Every time they use the stairs, they always miss a step and get mortified because they almost fell. These are fucking fantastic.
They are brilliant. No matter what bra they wear, the strap slips off the shoulder.
Oh. That hasn't happened to me in years.
Lucky you.
But then I'm still wearing maternity bras.
There you go.
You don't want to see what's under this, you know?
Yeah, true.
I'm giving you a picture here. Their orders at restaurants always come out wrong.
Oh. That would have you up the walls.
But then it'll be the chain reaction because they'll try to rectify it and it'll still come out wrong every single time. They'll just have to give up.
I'd be like, no, I can't eat that. I cannot have that.
I asked for prawns. This is pork.
Yeah.
The fuck?
You'd be like, why are you giving me?
Why did you give me? No, this is chicken. I asked for pork.
And you're just sitting there as all your friends are.
Yeah. And they're just like, you're so annoying. But it's not your fault. Do you know?
Yeah.
You're always the one. So actually, I know people like that. I think there is hexes on a few people that I know. Always have an itch on the bottom of their foot, below the ball, beside the arch.
Oh,
that is it.
That's a real specific, really itchy place. And now I feel like I need to itch it. I'm like, oh. My friend and I wish a red light on people who annoy us on the road. Harmless, but it is fun.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah, well, I do that too. I'm like, I hope you get stung on it. There's nothing funnier than when like a car like zooms up your horn and like really like undertakes you very dangerously and they end up beside you. Yeah, you're like, well, hello.
I know.
How did that get you?
Yeah.
How are you getting on? Because I'm mortified for you.
Very good. That's they've... Sorry, let me start that again. That fucking hell, somebody put a hex on me. That they've constantly got an itchy tickly cough.
Oh, that's sinister.
I would
imagine
say,
a constant.
That would actually drive me.
Yeah, that's too much. Like that's mental asylum stuff.
I'd be on Lexapro.
Yeah,
like, I honestly.
Yeah,
I would be gone.
Yeah, you'd be on a high dosage. Like you, yeah, I wouldn't want to be for this world anymore.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody cuts me off when I'm driving, I say that I hope that they get a puncture on an unimportant journey.
Oh,
hate that.
Love that.
Imagine that.
Elastic in underwear would go.
Oh.
I can't say I can relate.
Actually, I have a new one. That their underwear always falls down inside of the trouser.
Yeah.
You know when you're shuffling?
Oh.
Happens to me.
Does it?
Yeah, happens to me quite
There's
a bit.
an awful lot of people with an awful lot of underwear problems. And I can't say it's the maternity stuff. Just wear that.
No, I think it's because you're straight size, love.
I don't, because the stuff that I wear is far too fucking big for me and it still doesn't fall down, so.
Even your jocks?
No.
Why are you wearing jocks that are too big for you, Majo?
Because they're so fucking comfortable.
True.
I should just go commando, but it's the thought of not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, nah. Make people shut up when they're talking shit / annoying you and you just want peace.
What?
As in you could, I think she's talking about like, we were asking for hexes, petty hexes. I think she's talking about magical power.
Oh.
Silence. I kill you. That kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, misunderstood, but anyway, we appreciate it all the same. They always have crumbs in their bed.
Yep.
Or on their clothes, always
Yep.
slightly damp. And their clothes are slightly damp.
No matter how much they drink, their thirst will never be quenched.
Oh, God.
Horrible.
Jesus Christ.
Horrible. And imagine you'd be pissing all the time too.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. And anytime they think how happy they are, they would only think, if only my name was here. Wistfully. Imagine.
Yeah. Love that. We're going to wrap it up there. We have a few more in the box. We're going to complete them on Patreon. We also have Bad Neighbours Part 3 because we did Part 2 on
Bad Neighbours
Patreon.
and
Mad Neighbours. Sorry.
Mad Neighbours, Bad Neighbours, and WhatsApp groups.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, got a lot of them going on too.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it. People submitted after the episode, did they?
They did.
Lovely. I love that for them. Before we go, though, I have an unpopular opinion. A bit nervous to say this one.
Oh, I like when you're nervous.
Because it's very judgmental of me, and I'm sure there's like the way I'm going to phrase it, right? You know the way that Twitter have like there's a specific group of people and they're called Fiat 500.
Yeah.
I would be classed as Fiat 500.
Yeah.
Even though I'm clearly not Fiat 500. Like I'm not fucking Elle from that fucking film. What's it called?
Legally Blonde.
Legally
I don't
Blonde.
think she's not Fiat 500.
She is five.
She's not Fiat 500.
Well, then what is Fiat 500?
Fiat 500 is like, and again, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I
Let me look it
believe
up,
in this.
actually.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying I believe in this, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying that this is like Fiat 500 Twitter are like the girls that always watch Love Island,
Yeah.
missionary in a curry every Saturday.
Yeah.
that are like were the ones who are like bride sashes and bride hats on the head, you know, and they're kind of like, they're generally, anyway, it's a really misogynistic term, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's always a way of being very kind of like
Live, laugh, love.
crushed velvet, live, laugh, lovers. You know, there's plenty of kind of different stereotypes that are going.
Yeah. So what it says here is essentially Fiat 500 Twitter is someone who is perceived by others to be a little bit basic.
Yeah.
Fair?
Okay, yeah.
But
And sorry, they all drive a Fiat 500. That's why it's called
that's
Fiat.
because they think it's like revolutionary.
Yeah.
I want a kind of new term, and it's called just Nissan micro drivers.
Really?
And the person is thick. They're just thick.
Really?
Yeah. Carla,
I just think old people drive micros now.
I've never been on the road near a micro and had a
safe.
positive experience.
They're very safe cars, really.
Well, it's not the car's fault. It's the fucking drivers, but that's what I mean.
So the person who chooses a
Yes.
micro. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in danger. Molly, you're in danger, girl. Like, it's just very... I can't with them. The minute I see one... Even this week, I was on the M50 and I'm merging on. I'm, like, coming onto the M50 and this micro... And they've fucking, like, changed their shape over the years. Used to be like the old...
Now
shape,
they look
do you know
kind
what
of
I mean?
like leaves, don't they?
Oh, look it. Don't be... They're always trying to copy off. I think they tried to copy off the Mini initially.
Oh dear.
Do you remember the old shape?
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. I love the original 98 micro shape. Do you remember it was like a bubble with a snout? It was hilarious.
They tried to copy off the Mini though.
No, that wasn't the Mini one. The one that they tried to copy off the Mini was the next version where they had the two bubble lights. It was like a bubble and the two bubble lights. It was almost like a Beetle slash Mini.
Yeah,
The ones, the 98 ones were fucking hilarious. Do you not remember? They were honestly like the funniest. They looked like Barney. It's Barney's head. Barney's head with wheels floating down the road, and they'd always be that like tinted pinkish red
wine. It was
wine or
colour,
it, like if you had a red one, it would always be like completely bleached out.
Yeah. Oh
They
my
were,
God, the bonnets would be
bonnets be pink, like pink. Yeah. They were fucking gas.
Well, this was a new style one, and I was like, because I hadn't come across one in ages. And I was pulling onto the M50, and this micro decided to pull into the lane that you're going to be using if you're exiting on the next exit, but they're doing it as they're passing an entry lane. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So say like between Finglas and Blanche, I'm coming on at Finglas, and she decides to merge into the lane at the Finglas entrance. I'm like, no, get up the road a little bit more. But she was halfway over before I just went, beep. And then she fucking swung over. She nearly ended up on the other side of the, here I was. And I wouldn't even mind. I'm very conscious because I know people can be nervous and, like I wouldn't be doing a big fucking obnoxious, like there's no need for it, you know what I mean? But I just did a kind of like, she's about to crash into me. Like my car there's an alert because there's another car too close on this, like I'm moving in motion. So I just did it like, little babe, nah. And she fucking...
Off she went.
See you later. And I was like, they're still at it.
Later, skater.
The fucking Nissan micro drivers are still at it. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. It was a new shape and all.
Yeah.
I would argue. I think I've said this before as well. I have said it about Nissan micro drivers.
So why were you so panicked?
Because I just feel like there's going to be backlash. You can't fucking say that these days.
Yeah, someone will be like, excuse me, I have a micro, and it's that's Jen doesn't like driving with you. I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you. You don't get a choice in this. Jen just doesn't like driving beside you.
It's unpopular opinion about it.
It's her unpopular opinion, and she's absolutely fuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a stomper?
Of course I do. Carla's Stomper of the Week. It had to be given to my girl Perry. It finally released.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
We talked about this on our...
Very Ed Sheeran.
Oh.
It is like you can tell he wrote it because I'm
Is this
like...
the one you played on that Patreon episode to Olivia?
Yeah.
I want to revisit what I said about it. It's kind of like it's boring. That's Fiat 500.
It's not boring. It's a good country pop song. But it is very like... It's very like the writing of it, like in the chorus, it's like bonfire smoke on your hoodie that I stole from your flat. I'm like, that's such an Ed Sheeran lyric. Do you know?
Yeah.
Because it's always like kind of poppy, but like a little bit Brit. They're a bit Brit in there. But I love her.
Right. Okay.
And I just wish them, and I said this I said this on Patreon, I just wish
Them all the
her,
best.
Leanne,
Yeah.
and oh my god, Jade,
Yeah.
all the best.
Yeah.
I really do. So that's my
Same.
Stomper of the week,
Same.
guys.
Oh, actually, can I give a little shout out to a song that I don't know how. I'm so obviously fucking late to the party on this because I'm a millennial, obviously.
It's gonna be Despacito, isn't it?
That was good, Carla. Well done. That was great. That was fucking fantastic.
You say that as if I don't say funny things.
No, but that was particularly good. Now, Caspar Walt. Have you heard his song? Simmer
No.
Down.
No.
What?
Is he on his own now?
Yeah. So this is why I think I like it, because it's not part of versatile.
Okay.
So it's the fucking lyrics. They're just absolutely wild. Absolutely shouldn't be liking them. Do you know somebody like? Remember what we were saying before?
I can't believe
about-
he's gone. So I didn't know he went solo.
Yeah, because I actually came across a creator on TikTok making up a dance for it,
Oh,
and I'm about to put it on my Feeling Blade and rap it
playlist.
because it's just it's more so the chorus, right? I'll just play it into the mic. Right? It's so fucking stupid, but I can't help but love it, right? Where is it? I can't not like it. I don't know what it is. It's just so fucking stupid.
How is
Hang on a
that?
sec. It's the chorus that I'm just like, it's actually not bad. And I actually just enjoy
So you get
singing
on
it.
me for playing things too long.
No, why not? We're talking
What's the
to it.
chorus?
There, this is it.
Hands up and come on, get with it, get with it, get with it. Pump the brakes, I'm not finished. I'll bring you home in a minute. Shake the hips on the back door.
It's not bad.
So the beat isn't bad. The music, the rapping itself is.
Oh no, yeah, it's
absolutely
kind of it's mad, but the
tragic.
more right, because I saw people coming like doing dances to it and stuff like this, and I was like, I don't really get this, like what the fuck. And then the more I listened to it, I was just like, it's actually a little bit iconic. I'm not gonna lie, but for the cringe of it,
Yeah.
do you know?
Yeah, well, I think we said that previously about Blue Raz, didn't we? Where we were like, "This is so mortifying," but off we go.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I would sing along to it definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. Right, we're going to continue the conversation over on Patreon. We're going to leave it off with a little snippet.
Snippet of what we're talking
A
about.
little taster, and then we hope you enjoyed.
Jesus, we'll see you next
lick it. The links are always down below. You know yourself. Should we talk to you next week? Bye.
Bye. We have an estate WhatsApp group. Good Friday evening after a few vinos, I noticed a message pop up, something along the lines of, "And this is for you, winky face, winky face." I've been texting my friend, so I already had WhatsApp open, and I went into it. A full-blown dick pic from a 64-year-old married neighbour. He deleted it after a minute and then tried to recover from it, sending a message in to say it was a test message to see if the group was active.
Yeah.
He deleted that then as well, and then the admin of the group removed him, and he's not
Bard.
and he's not been seen since.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, I have photos with this one.
What?
Yeah.
The dick pic?
No, of a different one. Sorry, I've moved on. That one's fucking brilliant, but I've moved
Make
on.
that clear.
Yeah, sorry, I've moved on. I don't have a dick pic. I'm sorry. I do not have a. No.
But I didn't want it.
And this is for you. Testing. Sorry, did anybody get that?